My name is Rahim. I met a guy about a year ago. His name is Anjikan. He approached me, said he wanted me to mentor him, be his coach, so I can help him with his property journey. So since he joined us, he's done absolutely amazing. So he's invited us today in the north of England to come and have a look at one of his projects he's working for his investors. So it's been absolutely amazing. So I can't really wait to see what he's got to offer. Right? Here in the north of England with a very good friend of mine, Anj. I've been working with him for about a year now, I think, and he's got his partner, Goku. They're both working together to actually renovate this project. So this project is one of the investors' project. So Anj really wanted to talk me through the project, and he can tell me exactly how the property was and how it is currently look like as well. So come on in. So Anj, take us in. Okay. After you go. Thanks. Okay. So I know you've only started this project not long ago, and you've told me when you were about to get it. It looks different because I just saw the photos that you've just showed me, so it looks like an amazing project. So what I'd like you to do basically, before we go looking at the rooms, is to tell me exactly how this property was, because it looks absolutely amazing.
Okay, so when we bought this, it was, definitely didn't look like this. It was not renovated for a long time. There was damp everywhere, biggest structural issues. Just an elderly person's home basically.
Wow. Okay.
So we purchased this property for 85,000.
Wow, that's good.
Decent in this area.
Right.
And what we realised, so what our kind of strategy is when we renovate is to maximise value. So how can we add the most rooms as possible? So with these kind of houses, obviously the loft, you don't have much head right. So then what we have to do, and what we've worked out talking to our builders, is we need to basically demolish the whole thing so we can put new ceilings in, and then we can lower the height of both ceilings, and then we can fit more rooms in the loft.
Fantastic.
So as I was saying, it was quite an old people's house, needed a lot of work.
I can see you. I think you've done lots of changes. So talk me about this place here then. So what was this place? Because this looks like a bedroom now. Correct me if I'm wrong. It looks like a bedroom. So what was this place?
So this used to be a sitting room. So we had two reception rooms and a kitchen at the back. So again, this was a lot larger than it is now. So we put in a stud wall here, so then we basically now turn this into a bedroom. But this used to be a reception room.
Right, okay, fantastic. I can't wait for you to show me upstairs. And one more thing I need to point out actually.
Sure.
Who had this idea? Absolutely amazing idea, bro.
So
when I walked in, I was like, "Oh, they haven't finished the job yet. What's going on?" So I really like, bro. Right. I think that really makes the property stand out.
Gives a bit of character, doesn't it?
So tell me about this. How did you come up with this idea?
So funnily enough, the builder that's on this project, we've seen it in one of his other properties, and it's a really eye-catching thing. And when you buy one of these HMOs as well, when people come to tenant it, they must see about 5 or 6 a day, right? To go and look and see which one to rent. We thought this adds a bit of character, makes the place memorable. So when someone goes to think back which house they like the most, but I hope they'll think about this one and be like,
it looks really nice, man.
But it's been kept it with a rusty look, but it's been varnished, as you can see.
Yeah, I can see that. It looks really nice.
But definitely adds a bit of character.
Okay, so take me upstairs.
Of course. So this is a 6-bed, right? 6-bed, 2 bathrooms. Okay. Originally the house was 3 beds.
Right, 3 beds, you've converted it into 6 bedrooms. Whoa, absolutely amazing value you've added in here. So, I assume this floor was in here, right? Was this here?
This was here.
Okay, this was here, it was a bedroom. So you kept this as a bedroom basically, you haven't done anything in here. So what I've noticed basically when I'm in the property is having this aerial. That is very clever move, because most of the people now want their TVs in their properties. So if you've got that there, anyone who moves in here will literally be able to use this and have their TV on. And the other thing I picked up also is the radiator, bro.
Space saving radiator.
Very expensive radiator. Right, I was thinking, I had to ask the builder about it actually to see how much it was, because we've done so many HMOs, but we've never used this
space saving
radiator.
Surprisingly, they're not too expensive actually. But it's just, again, the space saving, it looks the part, gives it a bit more of a premium feel. And as you touched on with the aerials, we've actually got Ethernet cables as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Just so they can connect up. And we've just designed every room in the purpose of, so with the architects, when we're at the drawing board, we position the beds so we know exactly where they're going to put the TV, where the desk is going to go. So it's all being kind of designed with the end user's point of view.
Fantastic. That is really, really. I think you've thought about it well. So I assume that's where the desk is going to go then.
Yeah, exactly. The desk is going to go there.
Brilliant. Okay.
Double bed there.
Nice. Okay. We can have a look at the other room.
Sure.
I like this bedroom as well. I really do.
Yeah. So this used to be a bathroom.
Must be a massive bathroom, right?
Not all of it, but yeah, the bathroom used to be here.
Yeah.
And then this room, as we'll go into, but that room used to be a bit bigger, but yeah, it was a boxer bathroom like this.
Right. So basically, what happened was you had it stored there, I assume, right? So was it stored somewhere here?
Yeah, exactly. So
Right.
this was like a box bathroom.
Was a box bathroom? So what you did, you nick a space from that room.
Yeah.
Right. Make this a bit bigger, and then obviously you had the shower going in instead of having another bathroom.
Because as you imagine it, because we completely demolished this place, so it was literally just the four walls and the roof. Even the roof came off because he got replaced the roof.
Really?
So it was just a blank canvas.
Yeah.
The benefit of doing that is we can restructure it and make it as optimal as possible.
Right. So I assume this becomes this would be one of your blueprint project then, because
Exactly.
if you went all the way to bricks,
Exactly.
it's not even back to bricks. It's literally building a whole house. Okay?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because what we call back to bricks is like hacking the wall out, redoing the stone walls, but you literally have four walls and then you bring all this up. I think you've done great, man.
But
Seriously.
it just gives you, and you can kind of tell, it just gives you that kind of new house feel when you're in here.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like just a refurbished property. It feels like a brand new property.
No.
And that's the kind of look we've gone for, and I feel like that will obviously, for either an investor, if our investor decides to sell this, a future investor that wants to purchase this house, I think when they come here, they really notice a difference.
Yeah.
And it will also drive up rental yields as well.
Of course. And I like the grey colour.
Yeah.
As well. It looks
like an ice blue.
But is it ice blue? I've got colour problems. I don't know if it's
like an ice blue.
Some people say it's grey, some people say ice blue, but
ice blue. I don't know. I'm very bad in colour, but it looks wicked. Bro.
Yeah, it makes the room a bit brighter, right?
Yeah, a lot brighter.
Bigger
Yeah,
as well.
definitely. A lot brighter. Right, okay. Let's have a look at the shower here.
Perfect.
Right, so, and again, so we've looked at we've seen 3 bedrooms now, and I think you've worked with this space really, really well, right?
Yeah.
Especially the shower, right? It's a massive shower, bro.
Yeah.
Right, this is a big shower, and you've utilized the retro tiles as well, which I think is really, really good. I like you've got that there, which is a mixer. Most people use a electric mixer.
Shower.
Yeah.
So if you've got this if you've got the shower, again, it's very good.
I think that's 1,000 by 1,400. That.
Wow.
So it's a massive
Very,
space.
very good.
But
Very,
because
very good.
downstairs and these 3 bedrooms, this is their main bathroom, right? So we thought this one at least to make it as big as possible, and then the 2 in the loft, which we'll go see, just have that one bathroom for themselves, so that's slightly smaller. But
Right.
no, I think it's really good. Again, space-saving radiators, vanity covered, everything. So yeah, it's good.
So
We're really happy with it.
you did think about the color as well, because even the vanity.
Everything matches. You can look at the sills and the windows as well.
Yeah.
We make sure the match the colour.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a whole.
So is this a wooden seal or?
Yeah, it's a wooden sill.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. And again, I like this room. The reason why I like this room, well, I got my favorite room. I'm gonna show you upstairs. But this one why I like it's got 2 windows, right?
Yeah.
You've got that light coming out. I don't know if it's south facing or I don't know, but it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Meaning the one who's gonna leave it is not gonna use electricity that much, because it will always be bright and it will bring that air in. And I like you getting these new windows as well. That is very key. It stops condensation and all that sort of thing. I think you utilize this space really, really well. And that space there then, so is that where, I assume that's where the wardrobe is going to go?
Exactly, we're going to put a wardrobe in that space there.
Brilliant.
But yeah, bed there again, always with the end user.
Okay, so the bed is going to be here, right? And then you've got your TV going there.
TV there, exactly.
And then obviously you've got your wardrobe there.
Yeah.
And then probably you'll have your desk.
Desk just over there.
Desk there.
Desk behind you, yeah.
Brilliant.
So this actually, because of the cupboard space we have there, this actually becomes quite a big room.
Okay.
Once you have that space there, so yeah, desk and bed.
Right. One thing I noticed also is on the stairs, right? You haven't got any carpet in the property, bro. That is really, really well thought, man. This will last very, very long time, I'll tell you that now. You know, and it's very easy to clean as well. So I think you've done really well here as well, because you really think about it, because most HMOs, they do laminate floor, including mine, by the way. We do laminate floor in all the entire house, but we don't do the stairs. Now, if I'm gonna do another HMO, I'll definitely do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely, because there's a lot of footfall.
Yeah,
People spill stuff.
And this room, I think you need to tell me about the room. I'm assuming that this wasn't in existence basically.
Yeah, so 16 weeks ago we'll be standing on top of the roof here.
Wow.
So this is a dog's leg which we, dormer which we fully built.
So this was the roof?
Yeah.
So what you did an extension,
Yeah.
You went up, had a flat roof. Is it flat roof top?
Yeah.
No? Flat roof, and then you got this as a bedroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
And it's all under permitted development as well.
And there's no planning permission?
No.
Are you kidding?
No planning permission needed for this.
Are you serious? Is that to do with the area?
Yes, exactly. It's this area at the moment, and I think there's a specific amount of square meterage that you can build out of your property, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, this was all done under permitted development.
Wow.
So we just submitted to council, they given the okay, and we're ready to go.
Brilliant. So you've got the consent of the council, obviously. So which is vital when it comes to remortgage.
Of course.
If you've got that, then the banks will be able to lend you against it. So I assume you also have structural surveyors coming in and out from the council,
exactly.
right?
So we, with all our projects, we get building controls involved.
Yeah.
So we have a separate third party who comes here and signs everything off that the builders do, from the specific steels that they use in place, to this dormer, to the drainage. He takes pictures, makes sure, and he won't sign off on this property until he's satisfied. So we've got a third party that will come here, project manager, signs everything off, and he submits the work to the council.
Brilliant. Wicked.
Which I think is crucial for
of course, without that, you won't be able to get your mortgage or
sell the property.
Or just you won't be able to sell the property.
You need the controls as well.
So this here, right? What can I say about this place? You utilize this space amazing, man. I like the shower. When Baba saw the shower, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna fit in. I literally went in. I said, of course you will fit in. I went like that. There you go. You can fit in. You can have your shower. Well, what else do you want?
Exactly.
You're not here to meditate or try to do something else. So it does the job.
To Bob's point, I'm not sure he'll be able to fit in.
He will fit. Eventually, you can slide in there, man. It takes you 5 minutes. You're done. And I like that toilet there.
Exactly.
I like the sink.
Exactly. It's all about utilising the space. And again, if you come in here, we've got cupboard space. So we made sure.
Oh, I did see that.
We got a
seriously
handmade fitted cupboard there just to utilise all the space there.
I didn't see this bit here. This is amazing, man. You can do your toiletries and all that.
Exactly. Again, this one was happy to compromise a bit on space because it's just the two loft rooms that are going to use this one.
Yeah.
We would have liked it to be a bit bigger, but
to be honest with you, this one looks like a flat, right? It's like 2-bedroom flat.
No, right? It does have that.
You've got that room there, and then you've got this other room here. I haven't even looked at that room yet. I can't wait to see that room, right? And then they can share it here, basically. Like the one downstairs
they
can share that one. And then the only one that needs to get the stairs a little bit may be the one on the ground floor. But obviously, he's got a bay window, which is a bonus.
Exactly.
Right? None of them got a bay window here. And it's a very key selling point as well. Because everybody wants that sort of thing. Yeah. And he's at the entrance and he can easily walk in and out.
We didn't want to compromise the communal area space because if we put a bathroom there as well, we'd have to shrink that space.
It'd be a bit smaller.
Exactly.
Right, okay. This is my favorite room. Right? I love this room for like two reasons, or 3 reasons, right? I like the dormer windows, that is brilliant. Plus, it's the biggest room of the whole house, right? And you could easily fit another shower there.
No, exactly.
Right? So, basically,
again, space left.
There you go. And whoever got this room got the best room.
Yeah, they're definitely fighting over this room.
Right? And I prefer this room. And the good news about the room also, when you're in here, nobody walks on you. You're on top of them. Quiet, you've got your windows on, summertime you can open both windows, you've got that air coming in, so it is amazing. I like this room, really do, bro.
And we got the management company that we use, they've come to quote us on this one. This room itself will get us about £10 more a week.
Wow.
Than the rest of the room.
Brilliant. Of course, man, of course. So they can use that space as maybe
cupboard. Yeah, just put a cupboard on top or something just to utilise it.
Yeah.
Again, sockets, Ethernet for the desk. So this is going to be a great room. But again, we're going to furnish this whole property out.
Oh, you're going to furnish it?
Yeah, we're going to furnish it, get it tenanted. So we do.
And then you hand the keys to the. Oh, we'll talk about it later. And you hand the keys to the investor.
So we do the full end-to-end service from negotiating the purchase to finding the contractors.
I can't wait to hear that. Let's go downstairs, man. I'm excited. What's straight down, man? Seriously. Well, this is the ground floor, right? This is a kitchen dining area. But I've been to so many HMOs, by the way, including mine. The kitchen dining area is not this big.
It's
right? Just completed one in South Wales, right? It's a kitchen dining, but it's not as big as this. I think you've done amazing here. So tell me what was here. How was this like?
So we basically, like I was mentioning, we had 2 reception rooms here, and there was already an existing extension, which you can imagine. So we created this extension here.
Yeah.
So the kitchen was about like this, and comes to that wall.
Okay.
So there was a smaller kitchen here, which had an annoying step you had to drop down. But it was that, and we basically had the decision to either extend out and make this a kind of L shape, or we just create this extension here, make it a wider open communal area.
Right.
So
this was the garden basically.
Exactly.
This was like open a door, then you had the garden.
Exactly.
Right.
So exactly.
So basically, you then add this wall. If I remember what the builder said, he said you had RSJs installed on this side, right?
Yeah, exactly.
On this side, and then obviously he said somewhere else. Is it this side or that side there?
Yeah, I think it's just above here. We had an RSJ just put there, and we put a skylight in just to put a bit more light here.
Right.
So again, these are conversations we have with our investor.
Yeah.
We give our advice in terms of what we think will open up the space, and we let the investor decide what he wants to do.
Right.
But we definitely made the right choice in terms of extending it here and just making it large.
Yeah, it is a big. Once you've got the sofa there, you've got your TV point there.
Exactly. TV there. L sofa is going to go here.
Right.
Dining table going to go here. So
Right.
it's going to look really nice.
Right. So you just mentioned about how you operate, and Goku wants to work with you.
Yeah.
So you just mentioned just now is what you now do basically is where you source the property for the investors, you negotiate, right? You do the building work, right? You finish the building work, you refurnish the property, rent it out, and hand the keys back to the investor. Tell me about that, bro. How did you come up with that idea? Because I know Goku may have inputted in that slightly. Because when we were doing the mentorship program, you did mention something like that, but you never said, "Oh, I may be starting to do this permanent." So how did you come up with this sort of idea?
So just in terms of bringing investors on and doing this service.
Yeah.
Well, the idea really, we started to do deal sourcing. This is what we wanted to do: buy projects, sell it. But then we just thought, why end it there? Why end the process there? Why does the kind of relationship with the client have to end with just selling the property?
Yeah.
So we thought, we've got the network here, we know what we're doing. Why not help the investor to kind of complete the full journey cycle, and whether they want to keep it or sell it? We'll get it to that period and then let them kind of decide. So yeah, we do this for our own project. We thought, why not do it for the investor? And we've got a good network, and we can make a good sum of money as well in the process.
Right. I think what's key also is to reduce the workload of the investor, right? The idea is to make their life easier.
Yeah.
So whatever we can do to make their life easier is to do the whole end-to-end process.
Right.
So
I think what you're doing now is absolutely amazing for 3 reasons. Number one, investors in London don't really have time to drive 4 hours to get to the north, right? It's literally a done-for-you service, which I think I told you about it as well. I said it's very good to do because that way you will not just get the best deals, you also get the best investors who you could work with.
Exactly.
And if you've got your own project, if they know you're reliable, they will also invest with you in future projects. The second reason why it's a good thing to do, some of the investors are busy people. Some of them are doctors, accountants, they don't have time to do this. If you can walk into them and say, listen, I can buy you a property, negotiate it, renovate it, refurnish it, and rent it for you. You don't have to do anything.
Exactly.
Right? They will buy your finger for it.
True.
You know, I've got so many, I know pharmacists and doctors that are approaching us now, asking us for this exact service.
Exactly.
So that was the reason why I wanted to see what you've done. So probably there's a potential we can partner and do things like this.
And it definitely increases your customer base because a lot of people, like you mentioned, that are doctors, pharmacists, they might be intimidated. Okay, I can find them a great deal, but what do they do next? Yeah. If we can come in and say, don't worry, leave it with us. We'll provide you updates, but whatever you want to do, if you want to rent it or sell it, we'll be there, step by step, use our network and do the whole process for them. So those people that may have been intimidated to come to Liverpool or knowing the area, they are now able to come here and actually get these projects done. So we open our kind of customer base. Right. So it's wider than just the experienced investor, but also amateur investors that want to get involved.
Right. Talking about that now, that then made me remember. suppose I am an investor, right?
Okay.
And I approached you. I wanted you to do things like that for me, and I live, say, in London, right? How do you communicate with me for me to ensure that I'm secure, my investment is really, really what it is, and I'm gonna get the value I literally paid you for, eventually meet you for your service? So how would you update me as an investor when you're doing a project like this?
That's a good question. So it depends on the investor.
Yeah.
So it's a conversation we need to have before, whether they might just want to talk on email, maybe they want to have a call once a week, maybe they don't care and just want an update once a month. So it completely depends on the investor themselves. So we have that conversation how they would like us to communicate. Right. Typically what we'll do is, which we do with the investor for this house, is we create a program of works, which is an Excel spreadsheet, which we create. We break down every step of the build, from purchasing the house, using our own solicitors, all the legals, architects, getting the drawings done. So we break down the full schedule, and then we provide that to the investor on a weekly, bi-weekly basis. We then update that and we send it to them. So not only that program of works, we also create a PDF presentation where we'll come here, take pictures, and provide a kind of snapshot update as well. So we send both things to the investor. So they have that regular update as well. We pick up the phone and we give them a weekly, bi-weekly call depending on how they want.
Fantastic. That is brilliant, bro. And when you're updating them, obviously, I know you're going to call them. Do you also do video calls? Do you update them with photos?
Yeah.
How do you really tend to communicate with them to satisfaction?
Yeah, so again with the presentation slides that we do, we'll take detailed pictures, so stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, we correlate it with the contract that we put in place. So we get paid on a milestone basis, right? And we release the funds to the builder on a milestone basis. And in order to get to that step, we take pictures of each stage. We agree the stages first with the builder, take pictures once it's completed, send it to the investor. The investor's happy, he'll provide the funds, we'll get signed off that way. Otherwise, we take videos, pictures and everything.
We bring them up with us as well.
Bring them up if they come with us.
So that they can actually see the physical product.
Okay. So basically, what we do every week, your builder sends you photos, or say every couple of weeks.
We drive up.
Oh, you drive up, take photos, right? You send the photos to your investors, and you also give them the option to actually do a video call so they can see exactly how the project is going. Fantastic.
And not only that, again, presentation, program of works. But every client, I think, for us anyway, is bespoke. So we don't one size fits all kind of thing. Completely depends on the investor. Whether they're amateurs to professional investors, as you know, is completely different view on how things work. So if an amateur investor doesn't know what the process is, we talk them through it, give them the up to date.
Fantastic.
And also one thing is like we also teach them as well at the same time. Like trying to educate them, even with being transparent with the numbers, like ensuring that they understand what it actually takes to actually do something like this, so that maybe that when they go in 1 year or 2 years time, they can start doing it themselves or working with us. They're that bit more trust with us, exactly. So so
that is very good. You make me how Ange loves his analysis, right? He can analyze deals whole day in his expert. He loves his presentation. He still do those little presentations, so he likes that. So I think investors would love that, especially if you're targeting doctors, bankers, pharmacists, people like that. They like to see that sort of data. So that is very, very well done on that. So now, Ange, I met you about a year ago. If it's been a year, just over a year. So what would you say to someone who is thinking or contemplating of going into property and doesn't really, not really sure whether it is the right thing to do or not? So could you really tell the people what it is that they really need to think about when they want to go into properties?
Good question. I think the first thing is speak to a professional. I think always speak to someone that has experience in property. Just chat to them, get an understanding so you can understand, is this the right path for you? Because property is not for everyone, it's quite hands-on. So speak to a professional. Training is always good. There's a lot of free classes out there like yourself. And get stuck in really. I think you can learn so much from reading books. But I think getting stuck in with someone there to support you, I think that's the best way to go about it.
I know one thing I like about you also when you jump on the mentorship program, we did have intensive ones going, but what you were really good at after we had that meeting, you only contact me when you need something, right? I really like that. when Angie calls me, I know this is serious, right? He wants something instantly, so I pick the phone up, and you always make my day better, because you always tell me, Rahim, I'm doing X, Y, Z, and I'm doing that, I need this. I'm always there to help you. So if you were to advise someone who's thinking of joining my event or my mentorship program, or they hesitate or they're not sure whether it is the right thing for them, so what really would you recommend in terms of them joining our event or mentorship program?
I think it's worthwhile. I mean, again, I hesitated at first because there's 1,000 different mentorships out there and you don't know what's right and what's wrong. But I think call first, speak to you, have a chat, understand if it is the right thing for you, because it's not going to be the right thing for everyone.
Of course.
But it was, when I first spoke to you, a lovely guy, bubbly, very enthusiastic.
Thank you.
I know you knew your stuff, and I knew you were very passionate. That's the kind of thing that brought me to you, and I knew it was going to be the right decision.
Okay.
But definitely have a chat with you, I think, and sometimes it's just take the roll of the dice, and like you mentioned, you're doing these events now. Definitely get stuck into those.
Okay.
But
thanks very much. Thank you so much for that. But to be honest with you, the compliment is not to me; it's to you, because the reason why I say that, I was saying this to Baba as well inside the car. I said the good thing I like about you, when someone teaches you something, you go and implement it. Right? You go and do. You're happy to take the risk. You want to take the risk. Whereas some people, you may be teaching them everything, you're telling them everything, but they don't implement it the way you want them. But for you, you just go out there and implement it. So seriously, I really commend you for that, bro. I'm telling you now, because you went on readily from no experience to doing a HMO property.
I know.
I was literally, beyond. I was excited, man. I was really happy about that. So I cannot wait to see what you got to offer in the future to all the investors around the UK, and it's very good you're doing it now. I'm super delighted that you've achieved this. You're doing really well, and thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming up, Rahim.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Right. I really hope you like that video, and it's a massive inspiration to me, and I hope it's been a massive inspiration to you too. If you would like to join me in my next property investment crash course, it's fantastic, it's absolutely free. I run free property investment crash courses every month. If you ever want to join me, feel free to click in one of the links below. And also, I'm doing a free strategic call where you can ring me and talk to me directly for 30 minutes, absolutely free, no string attached. We can talk about property. You can also tell you about the most recent property strategies out there and how you can implement it to actually take you to the next level. And I'm doing something that I've never done in my life, which I am inviting people to come to my office or my home to spend the whole day with me to talk about properties, look at their business plan, and also inspire them to actually take the action to actually invest in properties. Click on the link in the description below to join me in my next event. Thank you for listening. I look forward to sharing the next video.